M0FXB, welcome back to the channel. ICOM 7610 and the RSBA1 version 2 software. I'm going to fire it up and see if we can view the new dual waterfall screens spectrum scope you can see on the right hand side here. So I've never done this before. First thing you want to do is fire up your software. There's previous videos on how to set this up. My COM port is, if I right click and go device manager here, right click the Windows squares, device manager, ports, and you can see there I've got Silicon Labs and I've got COM 34 or 35, pretty sure it's always the top one, 34. So then we'll connect a USB cable to the back of our device. If you look here on the rear view, we've got the two square printer type USB connectors and we're using the number one. So we're doing this via USB, but you can actually do it via LAN if you want. I'm doing it via USB, and that's my set in the background on the bottom left. So we'll click the ICOM utility. So there are two windows when you use the ICOM software. One is this setup window, and the other one is the actual screen of the radio. So if you look up here, it says click the setup that you want to do. So you've got some choices. Set up from a remote PC. We will do server function, but that's, imagine me, I've already set this up, what I'm doing now, but then I go off to my laptop and I want to be able to access the connection of this computer to my ICOM 7610 via my laptop remotely, so not connected physically with wires. And you can do that via Wi-Fi, and whether you're using your Wi-Fi at home or Wi-Fi abroad, it's going to work in the same way, but different IP address. Then you've got set up remote PC, connect through a server, not doing that. Set up a local PC, directly connect the radio and PC, and that's the one we're going to do. So we're going to click it now, and then we're going to follow the instructions. We'll go next. Remember, the cable is connected. It's found it straight away, look. It says here ICOM 7610 and COM 34, so I don't even have to search it, it's done it automatically. There is a manual search, but if you don't get to this point, then you must have connected the cable wrong. So then we'll just go next, and it's setting up everything for us. Next, next, finish. So there's the new connection that we've got. The radio, of course, is turned on. Then we're going to select it, and we're going to hit connect, and hopefully it says that my serial port number is 34. We're going to click OK. So we are now connected. So now we need to go back to the second window, which is down here at the bottom. It gives you two shortcuts. One is called ICOM Remote Utility, and the next one is called RSBA1 Remote Control version 2, which is basically the window that you see. So we click that. Wait for that to open. Here it is here. Right. Come to that in a minute. Now remember, it said it gave us a connection port number. So this is our new window. So go to connect set here. You get a small window open just here. And we want to put in the right number. So what we need to do, if you hit connect set, this is the number we want to change here, this COM 15. We can't change that until we've turned off these blue these blue icons. So just turn them off. Click OK there, just turn them off. We don't want them yet. Now we do connect set. Now we can start changing things. So it was 34. Now the baud rate, the CIV radio and the CIV address is important. The other reminder is make sure you've run the USB driver software that's provided by ICOM as well for the particular model that you have. So up here we've got the 7610 that I'm just scrolling down for. Version, well, it's actually version 1.41 that we've got. I'm seeing version 140 there. There you are, dual. Keep looking, they're not listing 141, so I'm going to have to go for version 140 dual. Okay, and then it's a USB connection. We're not using that at the moment, are we? Well, I'll put it in anyway, why not? It's there, and it's put all the settings in for us. Click OK. Now on my actual radio, when the microphone of the USB audio is set to channel 1, the Windows sound settings screen, the receiver audio for the subband cannot be output. Make sure it's set to 2 channels, okay? When the microphone needs to be set to 2 channels. Okay, well, I will look at that, but not this second. Let's just get the waterfall working in a minute. On the radio, I'm going to risk it with auto. If you go menu, then set, then connectors, you've got CIV there. I know it's not the clearest image, but I've left it auto. Echo back is off at the moment. Baud rate auto. CIV address is 98.h. And echo back, not sure if I need to turn that on, but we'll soon find out. Back out. Then we're going to turn it back on. Ta-da! We have success. Now, you can see now that there are 2 new windows. One is saying Spectrum Main and one is saying Spectrum Sub. This is what this video's been about, really. So let's just tick one of them. Now we are in dual watch. Let me just turn off that and see what changes. So I can just tap on the screen here. See that? Need to get a good antenna on number 2 as well. So let's just turn on spectrum scope number 1. It's going to be hard to fit all this on the screen, isn't it? And number 2. And there you are. How good is that? Wow. Of course, there's way more to this than what I'm showing. There's audio settings. There's microphone settings. So this isn't really a full tutorial. Now I'm just trying to see what it allows me to resize. So it looks like the spectrum scope, I can pretty much fill the screen vertically. Now I noticed when I was tinkering with this the other day that when you change your, let me just move this over like so, you'll up here 3 dots with the Windows computer. That when I did the zoom, it actually worked. So we'll have to try that one out. I'm not really sure if it is working, but changing the screen resolution of your device is going to allow you to have a fuller screen, because when you try and, I don't know why they did this, where as far as I can see, let's go view. You've got spectrum scope USB, I'm sorry, SUB or sub main mode, operating panels, got all these different panels that you can bring up, look. Noise reduction, there's one there. There's loads basically. Size, we've already selected large. Toolbar. See that? So as you can see, I've literally I haven't used this literally for quite a while. So I'm just reminding myself how to use it. Different bands. And if we click sub, and the scope, I mean the scope looks really nice, you know, all those nice colours. Not very active here in the morning. Oh, as I did that, the radio was changing, wasn't it? You can see that. I'm not really sure what I did there that made it change, but it did. Let's go to, I think I went to 14. Dual sub. Of course you can just click on the the round VFOs here and change items. I can plug in my, let's grab my VFO. So you can see this little controller there. I'm going to do a better video on this, but look, you can see the frequency changing. And we've got these functions here. See that? I'm pretty sure you can program these for what you want them to do. It's all pre-programmable. And then TX as well. See it just briefly, TX there. So when you buy the software, I would recommend you buy it with the remote control at the same time. You get a better deal, I feel. And it's a very good solid device, and you can plug it into the actual radio with the 7610. You can click the actual scope. I've got the software that Yaesu have got for the 101. I might fire that up in a bit, just for fun. At the bottom of each waterfall scope, you've got some settings. You can turn the scope off and on. You've got the reflector level. Bit like an RF gain, but for the screen. Averaging. Max hold clear. And then set. And this is the same for both scopes. We've got max hold, scope during TX center type. You can change your colors. So waveform color, what do you reckon? Do the black. Click OK. I think that usually looks better. And the waveform line, I think normally looks better in green, I think. Color max hold, I think. A lot of people just don't even have that, do they? Let's leave it black for now. Oh, actually, no, it didn't work. So let's do red again. Click OK. Right, max hold. And then you've got waterfall speed, medium, peak, waterfall peak color level. You've got different grids and settings. And waterfall marker auto hide. I'll turn that off for now. It's a bit slow. I think I prefer it fast. Do the speed fast. So it's not, I would say, you know, sat here looking at my PC and the radio. I think it's, well, it could be my PC. I think it's, mind you saying that, one of those scopes here, which has the averaging set to 2, looks sharper, so maybe it's the span. Let's have a look. Yeah, the B one could be the edge. Yeah, it doesn't look as sharp. Go back to the radio control. So you can do dual and not dual, A and B, of course changing modes, like so. Loads of CW settings, tuner, where's the power? You've got all your filters on the right here, shortcuts for the bands, notch, filters, main and sub here as well. You've got all this, plus you've got your VFO. Now the VFO, I would say, you know, show you the photograph of that. I think comes into play when you're on your laptop, and I will do a video adding a server to this connection. So if you think there's a connection now, a USB cable, or it could be via my Ethernet cable that's connecting this computer to the ICOM 7610, okay? And then we can tell it to also be a server. Yeah, we can tell it will be a server. Yeah, and then it will. We can use our laptop then. You can click on here and change the frequency as well. I'm doing it with my VFO just sat here on the desk. It's cool. It's not very active today, unfortunately. Memories at the top here. Voice memories. CW key. Scope, set mode, connect, exit. There's your remote thing. You probably need to enable that to allow people to connect in. Break in for your CW paddle, ETC, antenna, tune. So if you turn it on, then you hit tune. There you are, hit tune. So it's not, you don't hold the button, you press the button. AGCE, IPA, ATT, preamp, noise reduction. If you right click any of these items, you get another little sub switch. There's a receive antenna there. Quite a few settings. Mute. You've got shortcuts to SSB, CW, RTTY here as well. So you know, you've got so many ways of doing the same thing, but it's good. And a little sub VFO there. I'm now changing the VFO on the subband, which if you plug your RC28 into the actual ICOM, it will do that. What else are we finding here? Voice. So that's it really. I just wanted to show you that there's now 2 waterfalls. Have a play. You can actually get the software at quite a low price. I'm not going to tell you where because I might get told off, but you can get the software quite cheap, but the actual RC28 you can't really. So that's why I think, well, you're better off just buying the software from a ham radio shop and the RC28 at the same time. Then I think you get quite a good deal. And that's what I think. So bye for now. And the server setup, if I just quickly go to the ICOM utility window, you got setup wizard here. Now if we want to set up a server, let's see if I need to do anything here. Set up a remote PC, a radio with a server function. So I'd have to be, I think in that situation I'd be on my laptop setting this up. Set up a remote PC, connect through a server PC. No. Set up, yeah, I think this is the one I need to do. So this one here, it says set up for a server PC. The radio is connected. The radio is accessible by remote PCs. So I think this is where you actually set up a server. And I just think you just click that and follow the instructions. But I'm going to save that for the next video. But I am going to do that, and then you'll see me on the laptop soon. But that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Dual spectrum scopes on the ICOM 7610, 7851, 73. Bye for now. All the best.